Thal. Mr. Thal, in Lakeland, we had the Knuckle Mania for bare knuckle, and I saw what I thought was the biggest man I'd ever seen in my life, being Shaquille O'Neal. And so I went over to him, and sure enough, it was Shaquille O'Neal sitting ringside. And then a few minutes later, I looked over and I saw a bigger man standing behind him who was his bodyguard. And I didn't think it was possible, but I know what you're talking about when you think you're the biggest guy and all of a sudden someone shows up in the shadows. They're out there.
Yeah, they definitely are. That's crazy to find somebody bigger than Shaq.
It was a sight to see.
Yeah, I shook that guy's hand once and I couldn't find my hand. I'm like, what happened to my hand? It's.
Yeah, I mean, I believe he wears a 22. I'm pretty sure we could make, kayaks out of it.
Yeah, exactly. What is going through your mind? What are you thinking when you're up there? You're on the podium, whether it's you're getting ready to slap or you're getting ready to receive a slap. Are you trying to just space out and not think of anything? Are you concentrating on not flinching? What's going through that mountain?
Oh man! So the penalties and the flinching, the stepping, the clubbing, all of that is running through my head because that's one thing I told JT too from the start. I know he's doing a great job on not only promoting the sport but making it safe. So if I'm involved in something, I'm there 100%. So I don't want to be one of these guys that are coming out and making things dangerous on another person. I want to win. I want to knock people out. I want to look good for the fans, but at the same time, these guys have kids, wives to go back home to. So I want to continue to make the future of the sport safe, and I don't want the world to view it as, we're just barbarians up there trying to kill each other, because at the end of the day, that's not what we're trying to do. We're just trying to compete. Mm-hmm. And like Tim had mentioned to me at one point in time that, this is kind of why he's here, because, his MMA career is done and in the past, but he still has that fire to compete. And unfortunately, we're a little bit bigger and we're a little bit older, and as the age rolls on a big boy, the body don't heal the same anymore, and it hurts. It seems a lot worse after things. So this is an outlet that we have where we can still do something we're passionate about at the same time,
I was going to say, I'm just going to correct you on one thing, and I'm not correcting you because you're the Neanderthal. I'm going to correct what you said about Tim Sylvia. Tim is not a little more heavy. He's very more heavy. And Tim's not a little more older. He's very much older. So just going to separate that for you.
But, yeah, to answer your question, the penalties, clean strikes, I've always got it drilling in my head that, I want to hit them hard enough to knock them on their butt, because that's what everybody, I think, in America and the world wants to see. They're watching a sport to see knockouts. So I want to deliver that. But at the same time, I want to just make the sport as clean and as fair and as safe as possible.
Absolutely.
Still trying to be dominant.
Sure. One more question, but before I do, just my disclaimer, Tim is a very good friend of mine. I was joking. Don't tell him I said that, because he'll probably slap me in the face when he sees me on Saturday. So that was all just it was all a good fun. Can you compare I don't know what the word would be, the strength, the power, whatever, to a boxing punch to a slap?
Yeah and no. Like, I feel like a boxing punch is going to generate more power, could potentially do more damage, as you're getting hit with knuckles as opposed to now the meat of your hand. But at the same time, in boxing, I have the ability to block and dodge and run away if I want to. I'm going to lose points for running away, but this is one of the things I can do to protect myself. At the barrel, I have to just grit my teeth and take it. I don't have anything up there to make it easier on me.
I gotcha.
So I would say the slap is worse in that aspect, that, like, a boxer, a fighter in combat sports, he has so many tools that he can use to protect himself, as to where a slap fighter's, it's just grit.
Yeah.
Bite down.
Man,
there's nothing you can do other than man up and take it.
I also lied. I have one more question. Are you open-eyed or closed-eyed?
When I get hit?
Yeah.
I try to stay open-eyed, but I think it's just natural. Everybody's going to blink that moment contact hits. So I try to keep my eyes open. And from what I've seen so far, I think I've done pretty good at that. But that could also just be the inertia of someone's hand hitting the side of my face, opening my eyelids again for that brief second.
Sure. You seem like a really good guy, so you're going to take this in stride. I'm a little concerned with your size and such, but it might be a bad idea to close your eye when you're slapping.
Yeah, I won't close my eyes while I'm slapping, because that's something too. So, and I probably shouldn't be putting this on the air because it's the way I view slapping. But golf, I played a lot of golf, and that was one of the first things that I learned was keeping your eye on the ball. Not so much the club or where you're going to hit the ball, but on the ball. Because 9 times out of 10, you're messing up in your swing from looking at some other point of view, and you're not making good contact with the ball. So, yeah, I'll definitely be keeping my eyes open for the swing. So I also view, like, my arm, I feel like I think of it just like I do the golf club. And my palm and my hand is nothing but the head of the golf club.
What size golf club do you have?
What size golf?
Yeah, it's probably like one of those gigantic putters that they use where it's not the normal putter. It's got to be a different size golf clubs, right?
No, man, I come from nothing. I don't have money to go get size golf clubs. It's whatever I can pick up at a flea market or yard sale around here.
I love him. I love this guy. This is my brother right here.
I'll work on that. We go to the PGA Golf Show every year, so next January, the big PGA Golf Show in Orlando, we'll see if we can.
It's just like when I go bow hunting. There's not a bow that goes to my draw length, so I always am fighting adversity in life because of my size. I'm always having to learn how to do things that smaller people do with the right tools, being a bigger person with the wrong tools,
right,
if that makes sense.
Honestly, people don't think of that. There's a lot of things that we do and we don't think about, but people don't think that, there's not maybe, like the bed that Abraham Lincoln had to have made because he was bigger than people back then. So, yeah, they definitely don't think about it.
I mean,
struggles for real for a big guy.
Listen, Neanderthal, I can tell your mental fortitude is insane. I mean, just stand there and take the punch or the slap at the barrel like you're talking about. It's a massive. And you're talking about, like, people don't think about things. Like, my 2 daughters are 10 and 12. Today they put a glue acrylic green fingernails on my hand to embarrass me to walk out in public. So now I'm walking around, not very man-like, not very Neanderthal backwoods-like, but I can't even use my phone. I can't touch the screen. I have to turn my finger to the side. So even women, half of the population, have to do what you do as a bigger man. Some things, because of nails and style and status, you have to change how you approach them because you can't do it the way the other people do.
Yeah, for sure. I thought that conversation was going to go a whole different way. You were talking about your daughters doing your nails, and I was about to just cut you off and be like, yeah, but you ain't going to tell your little girl no, are you?
Hell no.
Like,
absolutely not.
My girls want to play tea time, we play tea time. They want to braid my hair, we're braiding hair.
That's the way it should be. That's the way it is.
That's the way it is.
It takes so much confidence to do that as a man because we're told we're not supposed to be that guy. To be a Neanderthal, you got to be rough and tough and you can't show emotion or can't do whatever. But I walk out in public like this with pride because I know that's a bond between me and my daughters that I'll never get back, I
have no problem explaining it. Anybody comes up, and most of the time you're just going to get a little bit of hazing. Your bud's like, what's going on, man? You're starting to flip that way. And it's like, a little girl, man, she's practicing. And she can practice on that all she wants.
All day.
You got a problem with this, we can go handle it like men, or shut up and just respect it.
That's what I'm talking about.
And let me give you something to really look forward to. I have a 4-year-old granddaughter. Not that I'd ever say no to my son or daughter, but that no word, I can't even spell to my granddaughter. She could tell me whatever. Oh. Yes, I'll do it. So
I can only imagine.
It's absolutely the best. Neanderthal, I want to thank you for your time. I'm looking forward to meeting you at the hotel on Friday. I know we have your address. We're going to send you a care package from 8 Man Strong. They'll sew 2 shirts together. They'll make sure it fits you, and we'll send you a box of goodies from Bucked Up Energy Drink as well.
Awesome.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks for the interview, bro. Good luck on Saturday. Go get your head raised, man. Manifest that shit.
Thanks for your time. We'll talk to you soon.
Real quick, one more thing.
Yeah.
Just for everybody out there listening, you can catch the fight Saturday night, 7 Central, I believe, on YouTube Caffeine or Brinks TV. Love everybody's support and all the fans. Hope you all get to come and watch me and this big man go to war.
The reason I didn't ask you that, just so you know, my full disclaimer, I'm a semi-professional. When I asked Tim Sylvia, he didn't know. So ask you, where people can watch it. I was trying to protect you.
Neanderthal, can you send that to Tim? Can you?
I might be wrong on the time zone, though. You might have to ask JT about that one, but I know it's right there, and those are the 3 places you can watch it. If you got them Brinks bucks, man, place your bets.
There you go.
Yeah.
And I do have all the information. I was going to read it all off from him. The JT sent me all the info last time, so I was going to do it when we return. We appreciate your time. I'll see you on Friday.
Awesome.
Yep, thank you.
Take care. That is the Neanderthal, your super heavyweight slap fight, taking on Tim Sylvia.
That's the guy, man. See, I know we're not supposed to have fans, because I love Tim. Tim's awesome. But, Neanderthal's an instant classic. I mean, I don't even know the guy, but, I just vibe with his story.
Let me correct you on one thing, because you said we're not supposed to be fans. You can be a fan to the point of you like the person, where a lot of media are fans. I've seen, I remember telling a story. We're at in Philadelphia. The Bucks are playing the Eagles. Winner goes to the Super Bowl. There's 2 Tampa Bay media people rooting for the Eagles. I wouldn't do that publicly, but then again, in Philadelphia, I would do that publicly, whether I was rooting for him or not. I mean, you can like the person. Yeah. Like when Matt Serra fought Matt Hughes, when Frank Trigg fought Matt Hughes. Why does Matt Hughes always come into this? When we return, I do have a Matt question for you.
All right.
Steve and I talked about it. I'm going to direct it to you. This is Knockout Radio, brought to you by 8 Man Strong, Staff Zone, Bucked Up Energy Drink, and BioAccelerator. We'll be right back.